In this edition, I'm going to show you guys 3 to 4 types of match fixtures that you can actually follow the techniques to predict your 2026 World Cup match fixtures. Alright, so the first one that we have on the list, I'm going to use this match fixture between Equatorial Guinea against Comoros. So there are types of matches that you guys can actually look into whenever you want to predict your international match fixture. This happens to be a friendly match games that most of these particular teams are not taking serious. So whenever you have something very accurate like this, maybe a data or a model that can generate the all the data that you need for your analysis, you are good to go with these techniques. So I'm going to show you these 3 to 4 techniques that you can apply to constantly win your 2026 World Cup prediction. Now, this particular prompt generates different aspects of analysis that most of us we may not be able to access it. I did mean that we are using the manual strategy. We have lots of manual techniques and manual model that we use for predicting who to win, how many goals expected to be scored, total corners, booking, and statistics. But this time around, we'll be using this particular model to observe a particular pattern because I've been using this model to predict so many games on over 1.5 straight winning and many more like that. But what do we use to predict our games? This match, the first one that we have on the list, we are going to use the score, the predicted score line. So for the match between Equatorial Guinea against Comoros, you can see that the most likely score for this match is 1-1, and the alternative score line is 1-0. That is for the home team to win. If I think if Coco scores from a set piece, that is the home team. Now, this gives us an insight that this match we are not expecting so many goals from it. And international games, it is kind of predictive, like it is predictable. Are you guys getting it? It is predictable. Now we have the confidence level. Most times, whenever you have something around 7, 8, 9/10, then it shows that based on the data that we have, we can actually rely our score line on the provided data. Now there are some times that you'll be experiencing maybe uncertainty of a particular match based on the rotation, because currently this happens to be an international friendly games, and there is chance that many players will be substituting, and we can have different players, some that have never played international match before, and testing new talent, and so many factors like that can actually affect the outcomes of a match prediction. you know uh are just useless, there are some factors that we useless most of the data that we are able to generate. But whenever you're having the confidence level, it shows that we can rely our scoreline on the available data that we have. We may not be able to access most of the data that this particular AI is generating for us, but at least we can use the scoreline to predict. So for me, I don't go for straight winning most times, but if I want to go for straight winnings, there is a particular factor that I always look into. If the favorite team that we are expecting to win is predicted to win and to keep a clean sheet, at least to win with 2 goal difference or 3 goal difference, and also keep clean sheet, then I'm expecting that particular team to either win or draw the match. So that is two way. They can win and they can draw the match. Now, whenever you're having a very tight game like this, most times it is either you go for maybe over goals or under goals. And for me, the scoreline that I'm currently seeing here suggested that this match we are not expecting so many goals in it. It will be a very tight match, and the best option for it is under 4. I've experienced similar match fixtures like this for the past few days now, and I noticed a particular trend in it that most times match fixtures like this, they are always expected to end up as under 2, under 3, but the highest that you can experience is 4 goals, that is under 4. Now there is another match fixture that I want us to look into. This is another type of international friendly match fixtures that you guys can actually look into. The match between Philippines and Yana or something like that. Sorry if I can't pronounce their name very well. And the importance of this match is not that very important in my own perspective. It may be important to the system that actually analyzed and evaluate these match fixtures and generate some the data that we will be relying on using the scoreline. Now, if you go and look at the scoreline of this match, all right, so we have the scoreline of this match. Now, this is another type of match fixture that you need to approach with care. Now, whenever you're able to get the scoreline, predicted scoreline like this, using a well detailed prompt or techniques or model, and you have the confidence level at maybe 8 over 10 or 7 over 10, and the most likely score is maybe 2-0, and you have the alternative 2-1 or 1-1. Naturally, we are saying maybe over 1.5, at least we are expecting 2 goals. But kindly take note of this. Match game fixtures like this that has maybe 2-0, 2-1, 1-1. It also suggests a very tight match, alternatively. But we have a clear winner here, which is Philippines. But there is something that can actually end up in this particular match, which is 1-0. I've seen that in the match between Greece against Italy. Although Greece happens to be the favorite team to win that match, but unfortunately, Italy won the match with young players. Now, match fixtures like this, they are best with over 0.5. Kindly take note of that. This happens to be the techniques. There is high chance that this match will end up as 1-0, Philippines winning with 1 goals. There is another chance that this match will end up as they will winning by 1 goals. And there is also another chance that the match can end up as 2-1. It can even end up as 3-1. But the best option to go for is over 0. At least we are expecting 1 goals in it. You cannot predict whether this match will end up in so many goals or will not end up in goals like that. So games like this, they are best for knowing that at least you are expecting 1 goal in it. Now there is another match type that you can also look into. We are going to look into that happens to be the third match fixtures under the international friendly games, and that is a match between Thailand and China. So these two games, when I check the stats and analysis by the prompt used, I noticed that this match we should be expecting goals from both sides. Naturally, if we are to use our manual prediction model, we may not be able to assess some of the facts that we are getting here, although may be able to access the last previous games against other opponents. Maybe we may be able to access the last previous games against each other, which is their head to head. But if you want to move further into getting data on possible lineups, frustration factors, advanced statistic projection, which I know that it's very, very difficult for us to do that. The big chance, many factors like that, the key players to watch, and the probability assessment. The probability assessment can actually be gotten from all these bookmakers and the predicted scoreline. So this particular model actually evaluated all the data that it could be able to get and concluded at a particular projected scoreline. And if you look at this type of games, whenever you're having at least 3 goals to be predicted, maybe 3 goals predicted as at the scoreline, and checking the alternative scoreline, you are still seeing 3 goals predicted or more, then know that that kind of match is expected to end up as more than one goal. So that particular match type is over 1.5, unless the uncertainty in sports occurred. So games like this happens to be the type of game that you can actually go for as over 1.5. So this happens to be the third type of games that you can actually observe whenever you are using this particular predictive model for the 2026 World Cup tournament. Now there's another match fixtures type that I want you guys to take note of. What you need to do with this one is that it is either you run away from them or you engage with care. The match between Cambodia against Hong Kong. Now let me show you something about them. Alright, so if you look at the predicted scoreline, although the most likely score for this match is 1-0, and alternative scoreline is 1-1 and 2-1. Now, there is one thing that I want you guys to take note of. In this particular match, we are not really expecting more goals in it, but at the same time, goals can actually occur. Now, you can read the confidence level, which shows that 5/4, and why. It shows that average, not sure, and we are not certain about the scoreline. And the reason is that the heavy rotation and low stakes nature of international friendlies creates a high variance environment. Yes, it applies to most of the international friendly games because they can bring different players in, new talent, players that have never experienced international tournaments before, and these factors can actually affect outcome of so many matches, even just ignoring most of the data that actually backed the expected outcome. All right, so this happens to be the four types of match fixtures that you can actually look into whenever you want to predict your 2026 World Cup fixtures or match. Now, for the prompt, I have the basic prompts that I'm going to drop in the comment section, and you can also join our Telegram platform for more daily updates. You can join our private class for our long form prompts to get a well detailed analysis like this. There are ebooks for it that you can actually read, and to know how to generate your own and how to filter this particular prompt for some other market option. See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to this particular channel, and like our video. Bye bye.